Here begins the origin story of the Red Baron. I was born in a small village in Germany. Wait a minute. You are full of crap. You were not born in Germany. Your origin story? You were Googled. You couldn't blame him for wanting to transform that boring looking drone into something cool. Who knows why he picked a Red Baron though? It spoke to me. Okay, it didn't. But I thought the bullet holes were sweet. Well, here it is. When the package arrived, I was a little bit surprised. It seemed like there weren't quite enough graphics for what I was about to do, but closer inspection, it was definitely enough. Well, as I went to get started, I figured I would start with the easiest part first, the controller. I kept the X-Acto knife around because it is very useful to punch out some of the small holes. There are quite a few details in the graphics or in the vinyl that it was useful for, and I'll show you some other parts here that I took advantage of it with. And I was quite surprised also about the quality of the graphics. The thickness and the I guess it was firm, but yet they would stretch nicely. So anytime I had an issue with something coming together, I could pull it back off. It's strong enough. And some parts just need a little tug on them, stretch it just a little bit, and they came together. And like I said, the graphics were pretty tough, durable. Anytime I felt I needed to peel it back off, I didn't really worry about it ripping. Here's a spot where it definitely took a little tug, a little pull, a little push, a little elbow grease, a little warm fingers, and everything sat down quite nicely. I was surprised how easy it was to get everything on. And like I said, if you did have a problem, it wasn't a big deal to peel it back. But the adhesive now, after the time it's been on there, is sticking pretty good. Not worried about it peeling off by itself. One down, 2 to go. Alright, now the big dog. Here we go. Now, I would recommend that you go through the graphics and you read all of the fine print. Or you can be like me and dive right in. Just grab the first piece you can identify where it belongs and get sticking. I would recommend you just take a moment and take the props off. You can fight them, or you can just take them off already. Learn from my mistakes. Don't just dive in. Don't just keep pushing against the immovable object. Just take the props off. Now, like I said, there's a lot of fine print on there. That is there to help you. It is to your benefit. Don't be like me and put the graphics on and then afterwards go and read. There were a lot of helpful tips in there. Some of those graphics, it tells you where to start. It tells you which point or which part to hold down first or to line up. Very helpful. Should have read them before I started. And again, take the props off. Just do it. Just start with the props off. Oh yeah, she's looking good. Again, the X-Acto knife. There's a lot of details in these graphics, and it is helpful to get some of the smaller things out of the way. Just have it nearby. It'll help. Here's another highlight of having a knife around. Some of this graphics were really small. And my big fat fingers trying to get it on there. It was hard to hold it away and line it up and get everything perfect. So, again, another point, having that thing with you. Here's another point, or another push towards reading before you start. This graphic in particular had a detail telling you to start at the light and work your way around. It also told you which side to start on, instead of the attempt that I'm doing here, trying to figure it out, trying to guess, trying to work through it. I do have to say that most of the graphics were pretty intuitive on where they belong, so it wasn't too tough. Wait a minute. Look at that hair. That is not Red Baron's hat. You didn't put this thing on? Well, yes, that was my hair. And yes, I didn't mind that the Red Baron wanted to take credit for all my hard work. I'm not much for attention or fame. My work speaks for itself. Yeah, installing the graphics was simple. Any idiot could do it. Even the Red Baron. He was right about quite a few things here. Yes, the X-Acto knife was very helpful, and also reading the fine print. This install of this particular piece probably would have gone a lot smoother if I had read the fine print first. Told me where it goes. The battery install was simple. Everything was square, flat, hard angles, piece of cake. The goggles, that was probably the most complicated install, mainly because of the module I have on the front. I have the DJI adapter on the front, which allows me to use the rapid fire analog module. This allows me to fly all of my drones with the same goggles. Despite the DJI adapter, DJI, everything did fit on quite well. There was only one portion of it that we had an issue, and that is the part where it wraps around the top of the previous piece, the metal that was there in the front. Everything fit on well except as it wrapped around the sides. So I did what I had to do. I cut it. Cutting it might seem like a butcher move, but it wouldn't have fit otherwise. And although it was slightly a hack move, it turned out pretty good. So all my hard work took about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And now Red Baron, taking all the credit, running around like he's a pilot from Germany.
Check this out. If this doesn't say it all, watch this.
What a weirdo.